right here, back with another video. Today, we will be pulling more stories from our jar. Actually, what I'd like to do differently in this one is I'm going to maybe try to add on to the story before it. Very interesting. Yes, so it will actually be a progression. Dun dun dun. That will be interesting. It is getting cold, and that is kind of unfortunate, but we're going to try to work through this. But yeah, I think my biggest thing is just trying to stay motivated, because I don't really have anything. But yeah, like I don't have a table or anything like that. So, but I mean, if I could do it, there's nothing here, but if I could do it, we'll work through this. So what I want to do is I want to take the ones I have before, because I have all the papers from all the previous ones. So I'd like to take the ones that we had before, and when I pull out of the jar in this one, to continue on to it. So what I found in my last video was that it just felt like I was starting over each time it's an introduction when I started pulling from the jar, and it didn't really want to put forward the message that I would like to put forward. So what I'm going to be doing this time is I'm going to be continuing onto it. I'm going to create something out of it instead of it just being 3 paragraphs and then whatever. I would like there to be a more bigger picture out of it, a collection, compilation, something. I'd like to make it into a project, a bigger project, a much bigger project. Yeah. So I think that'd be interesting. And I don't know. Maybe they can each start the chapters. Oh, could be. That's okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, the jar. I keep saying I'm gonna add on to it, and then I don't. Thank goodness I added on to it in the video to make sure I actually did it, because I mean, I do other stuff. Okay. Well shaken. We're gonna open it up, and let's see what we get. So we got 1. We got 2. Let's see. Just select this one. 3. So, just like last time around, I have 3 separate ones. Okay. I don't know which one I pulled first. Oh well. Shouldn't have shaken them. So, the first one is going to be Set in Your Own Way. Set in Your Own Way. The second one is going to be Electricity. Electricity. And the third one is, it's in a woodsy region. Um, hmm. Um, I guess we will see. Set in your own way. Electricity. And it's in a woodsy region. So, here is our list. Without further ado, let's grab ourselves a blank sheet of paper. We need a pen, something to write on, and a blank sheet of paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a quick look at what we had before. Actually, well, I mean, I have creative freedom here, and these ones are kind of way better than what we got last time. I think, I think I might just create another one. I'm sorry to do it to myself, but I think I might just have to create a different story. I'm really excited about this set, because this set really speaks a lot to me. I, at a time, went up to the Adirondacks here in New York, and for the history of the area, it's like Schenectady is the headquarters of General Electric, and Thomas Edison, used to do a lot of like big projects up there in like Blue Mountain area, beautiful places, absolutely beautiful places. And I think if it's set in a woodsy region and it's about electricity and set it your own way, those three are actually extremely powerful to me. Let's get ready. Okay, I wrote down a very interesting introduction so far, just like with last time, which is okay. But I think it's really interesting because I used to see these places in the Adirondacks that would be really, really cool. And to be honest, all throughout New York, it is kind of older. It's set in an older time period. You know, I really enjoy that turn of the century, 1900s type of style and aesthetic, because I felt like, I don't know, that was when New York was at its height, and here I am. And so I found an interest in seeing these older remnants of history and seeing great powers like Thomas Edison and just other people from that time period go up to the Adirondacks or be in the capital region or just seeing all these different places is really interesting to me. I think it's, you know, in a way meant to be something to look up to. You can always, you know, pick and choose, well, maybe they're not the best people. And that is true. But I think it's, I don't know. What I found up there was, in a way, like finding the American dream in my own terms. American transcendentalism, where here you are in the mountains and, you know, like Thomas Edison's building grand hotels like the Prospect House and, you know, playing some Frankenstein stuff, which is absolutely crazy. I think it's a really, really cool to pictures and the postcards and see a different time period. So here is my first paragraph that I have written. Close but far and careful in your reasons, you are set in your ways within the leaf-changing seasons. To build upon power to your greatness galore, nowhere else is it found in other than in New York. These places are older with spirits living among, and who am I but a reincarnation from a soul not above? All these feelings of gloom and tough love, and yet there's something special within our dark clouds above. So that was really, really like, I don't know. Because when I was up there, and even today, I like to do my journals. You know, I have diaries of each of the days, and I found myself on a journey where I was reliving the past in a new way. You know, I saw how words on paper could shape the world around me, and I used that ability to see a different side to things, something that is not so apparent. I saw all these little details of the environment trying to tell me things, and these, I guess, spirits are trying to connect, give me the message, tell me the thing, or interact. It's funny because when people say New York, you know, you go to Pennsylvania or Vermont or Canada or whatever, you know, nearby areas, and then when you come here, it's like dark cloud swirl. You know, it's like, oh geez, which is funny because I love it. I absolutely love it. So our second one is going to be electricity. So now I can actually talk about the electricity and, you know, the things that are. Okay, so this one's a little bit longer, but we really get into it, right? And so, so the second one was just electricity, single word, but what we did was it gave us the ability to really go into it. I wanted to do more in the first paragraph, but I really couldn't. And with the third one being in a woodsy region, the second setting still has to dance around that before I can introduce it. So, dun, 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 dun. The setting had been outstanding, a time ripened to thrive. In a past I had gazed in a wonder filled to the brim with their lies. The question of how is not asked, only whether you have it. And with the toys and patents and science, marvels are built accidentally, as if by a habit. Here by the water the building screams with black magic, and inside is a man fried by the electric. The intensity bowing by the hands, the wealth was created, and the circuits command. Ooh. That's not what I wrote. That's pretty good. That's really good. So, the third one is in a woodsy region, and we're gonna transport it. Let's see. Wow. Okay. So we finally concluded with our third paragraph. Yep. Our third one, which is going to be, it's in a woodsy region. It's already ballparked right there for us. So we just have to slide it on in and just tell you it's in a woodsy region. Easy, right? Well, I expanded on it just a little. set himself up really just a few hours away, and everyone knows the man as Edison, as it states on his grave. Being a rich man surrounded by his evils, he more enjoyed being away in a place without other people. As I once had thought of what it would have been like many years ago, he had instead taken selfishness and burned what he had made long ago. And only here, our special little wooded region, have I lived to adore such powerful complexities, however yet only in photographs, and that is all I have to compare these two settings. Okay. So, reading it out loud, it does look like I do need to work on just the structure a little bit on the sentences, but we're going to read all three of them, and then we're going to add a couple more words to our jar, and then we are going to conclude. Close but far and careful in your reasons, you are set in your ways within the leaves changing seasons, to build upon power to your greatness galore. Nowhere else is it found in other than New York. These places are older, with spirits living among, and who am I but a reincarnation from a soul not above? All these feelings of gloom and tough love, and yet there's something special within our dark clouds above. The setting had been outstanding, a time ripened to thrive. In a past I had gazed in a wonder filled to the brim with their lives. The question of how is not asked, only whether you have it. And with the toys and patents in science, the marvels are built accidentally by habit. Here by the water, the building screams black magic, and inside is a man, fried by the electric. The intensity, bowing by the hands, the wealth was created, and the circuits command. He set himself up really just a few hours away, and everyone knows the man as Edison, as it states on his grave. Being a rich man surrounded by his evils, he more enjoyed being away in a place without other people. As I once had thought of what it would have been like many years ago, he instead taken selfishness and burned what he had created long ago. And only here, our special wooded region, have I lived to endure such powerful complexities, however yet only in photographs can I compare it to the current setting. If it were me, I would recreate only this history. So, what we are going to be doing is now putting more words in our jar. And for the love of God, hopefully, we will finish the phase sheet of paper that I've been saving and actually put it in the jar. So we're going to take ours and put it on the floor. And where'd my pen go? Oh. So, this is the last bit of our phase paper. There's not a whole lot really there. But let's write down a couple more ideas that we can put in. Again, we want just a minimum of 3, just in case if I don't do it. So, let's think about the first one. I'm trying to think of what good ideas and topics that I found in this one that I want to add to the jar. I think black magic was really good. And I'm also going to need some scissors. Command. I don't know. Maybe that could be one. Let's see. Hydroelectric. Not just electric. Hydroelectric. Circuits. Command, black magic, and hydroelectric. I put burn as well. Maybe I'll add a few inferno ones, or fire, or hot, or something. But I think that gives me actually a good direction to go in. So we're just gonna fold them up, grab our jar, and start putting them in. I'm actually going to finish the last bit of the phase piece of paper. And I already know what my last one's going to be. Spoiler, it's Phoenix, because that piece of paper rised out of the ashes of a phoenix, or something like that. So, now I gotta do the left hand. I mean, it's getting there. That's one sheet of paper, but I also did take out a couple, so I mean, we actually gained a few. That's good. So, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to tune in next time when we create another one. Yes, I would like to go further into it. I really want to be back in the mountains, actually. I mean, how can you not? I loved it up there. It was so much fun. I mean, it was just beautiful. But my thing is, it's like a mix of like scary, not scary, but like ominous. Which is why I enjoy it, because it's just like, again, set in a certain time period. I just thought it's just really interesting to see in person. So, so yeah. One day we'll be back out there. I mean, I want exploration. I want my adventure. I want to do that again. Exploration and adventure. So, thank you so much for watching, and bye.